My name is Mo Waja.
And I'm Suraj Singh.
And welcome to QC Nationals.
Here's game 2 of the live stream behind us. You can see them getting set up. Here's the Edmonton Aurors in white and Guelph Quidditch, the Griffins in black. One of 2 Eastern regional teams here.
This is going to be a matchup, man. This is going to be a matchup. Edmonton's a fast team. They drive hard. They play physical. They've recently conscripted Matt Barassa to join the Team Canada ranks. Formerly, I believe, Matt Barassa and Chris Regiusi,
They've both played on Team Canada together. Yes, that's true. So they'll have that chemistry working with them, as well as chaser Michelle Ferguson, not to be
absolutely not to be underestimated by any means. And then on the Guelph end of the spectrum, we've seen some powerful plays from Guelph throughout the year. We saw them upset Valhalla hard at Eastern Regionals.
Not bitter.
But it's true. We have seen some really intense plays from them. They have fast players. They're also a highly, highly physical team on both the chaser and beater end of the spectrum. And I mean, this is a matchup for the ages.
This is going to be a great matchup. I want to see how these teams meet up against each other, because obviously this is an East v West. This is the first East v West team playing on the live stream. There is. So I promise I won't be biased. Maybe I'll be biased against the East. Who knows?
I mean, it's always more fun to be biased against the East, right?
I'll just be biased against the players I know. But yeah, as you're saying, Guelph here, they're known for a bunch of things. They've got physical players. They've got speed. They've got the passing game. They've got the hitting game. They've got a beating game. Granted, this is not...
I mean, they've got game. This is what we're saying. They've got game.
They've got game. If you use that hashtag, that's fine. But yeah, this is not the traditional Guelph A lineup. As I've seen a passionate defense from chaser Tia Julian on Facebook. They are Guelph Griffins. They are one team, but this is a mixed team of Guelph A and Guelph B.
Royal City.
So we'll see how that matches up. Obviously, they're an AB team. They know each other. They play with each other all the time, so I'm not too worried about their chemistry there. So we'll just see how the teams can mesh together and see how they do here at QC Nationals.
And the thing is, they've had opportunities to play together. This isn't like a mishmash of players who just kind of come together for this thing, right? They've had the opportunity to train and work together and play in advance of this. They know the playing styles, and by merit of that, they've not only developed the chemistry, but Guelph's B team has had the opportunity to grow.
Yeah, and Royal City by no means is any way like
they're not a pushover. They're not.
It's definitely not a write-off thing. So it's just great. That's an extra advantage, if anything, to me.
Exactly.
That a team has that many players to pull from, that you have the A side and you have the B side, so you can bring a full squad. Because if you're going to travel all the way across the country, you're going to bring a full squad.
100%. Having a deep roster is important. What's going to be really interesting about this matchup is that both teams have that. Both teams have a strong roster of players that are more than ready to come here and leave it all on the pitch, right? This is easily one of the most exciting matches that we are hoping to see, at least at QC Nationals 2017.
I'm definitely pumped for this. I'm feeling a little extra aggressive in my commentary today for this kind of game. I just want to see how it goes. I want to see some big hits. I want to see some big beats. I want to see the drives. So I think we're going to get all of that in this game. It looks like it's about to get underway. Guelph has just done their cheer. Edmonton behind you there also doing their cheer. The refs ready, raring to go. The ball's lined up. Here we go.
They're excited. I'm excited.
I'm reasonably excited. No, I'm very excited.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah.
All right. So here we have both teams ready to go. I like this cheer. This is kind of interesting. It's like the double ring, concentric circles.
I thought they already did their cheer. They did a whole thing where they were doing burpees, and then they did something that was sort of like a haka.
That's just the warm-up cheer.
Oh, the warm-up cheer. They have multiple cheers?
Clearly.
Multiple cheers. That's like just virtually unheard of.
I mean, we've seen bagpipes. We've seen multiple cheers. What's next in the cheer game?
I mean, I'll be honest. The bagpipes still lock it down for me. It is very hard to beat bagpipes because, like, they're bagpipes, right? Like, you know how hard those things are to play?
End of story. Just bagpipes.
Yeah, like bagpipes.
I think they should just play the bagpipes constantly.
This game brought to you by bagpipes.
This game brought to you by bagpipes. Proud sponsor of me.
I mean, if only I could be sponsored by bagpipes,
just
right?
Not even a brand of bagpipes, just the instrument.
General bagpipes, the instrument itself. All right, and we have the starting lineups filing on to the pitch. Well, they filed onto the pitch. Well, one of them's fixing their hair.
It's an important matter. You would know this more so than me.
Absolutely. Do you know how long it takes to do my hair in the morning, man? Like, the struggle is real. The struggle is real.
So once again, you have on the right of your screen in black and red the Guelph Griffins hailing from Ontario, and on the left in the white the Edmonton Aurors hailing from, I would assume, Edmonton.
Presumably, the Edmonton Aurors hailing from California to play in the Canadian Quidditch. Alrighty, everyone seems just about set. We have, I believe, head ref Austin Wallace calling for readiness. Both teams do seem to be ready for the most part. That one guy on Guelph has mostly fixed his hair.
The AR is adjusting everyone's brooms. No unfair advantages here.
And that's brooms
is called.
Okay, we have a bit of a scrum right for the Quaffle right at the beginning, but it's retained by Edmonton. Runs up number 12.
Indian Hand and Nickel, prime specimen of humanity, shows the world why we all adore him.
And is that goal good? I mean, I think there was a contest for beat before.
Oh no, I'm not sure here.
It seems like the goal is good. First blood goes to the Edmonton Aurors with a very fast drive right off the bat.
Here comes Guelph. Good deflection. Still in control of the Quaffle here. Right in front of the hoops, but they're beat, shut down by Edmonton. Here comes Chris Radajewski, number 36 on Team
immediately.
Canada. Drops the ball, picks it back up, puts it through the hoops. One-man team.
Like if you could stand on the floor.
He's shaking off his leg there. I believe he's got a back injury from putting the team on his back just now. He seems to have shaken it off, though. He seems fine.
All right, we have a stoppage of play at the moment. Bit of deliberation. They're setting up where the bludger and Quaffle should fall. So, I mean, we've experienced very little of this game so far, but it seems like Edmonton is setting the pace right off the bat. We've had a wicked hard drive from chaser number 12 on Edmonton that scored right off the shot. And then right after that, Chris Radajewski, number 36 on Edmonton, almost brought it back a second time. No cards on the play, and that goal is called good. That makes it 20-0 to Edmonton. Guelph is definitely going to need to recalibrate. I mean, it's early.
It's very early on right now. And as you've seen, this game, explosive. A big-ticket match here. Primetime Quidditch.
But, I mean, everyone's fast. Everyone on Edmonton's side, the beaters, the chasers, the speed that this game is going is a far cry from what we saw last game.
And also, I believe, you know, this is, as you mentioned, this is an East v West kind of showdown. So, you know, everyone on the Edmonton team wants to show this is what out West can do. Everyone on Guelph wants to say this is what East can do. Here comes Denver Staines around the back. Pops the ball over to a chaser.
We have a double whistle. We have a double whistle.
Double whistle on the play. Number X, Denver Staines.
So what do we see there? We saw Denver take the ball up around the wing, try to move around back. We saw very hard beats from the Guelph and the Edmonton side right in front of the hoops as one tried to protect and the other tried to clear a lane. Denver made it almost all the way around back, wrapped up in the back and passed across. Question is, was it a goal?
There's a yellow card being here shown to a beater from Guelph for interacting with play after being beat. They were beat and continued to interact with the play. Would have changed, obviously, how the play would have unfolded. Therefore, the Guelph player is now in the box. Yellow card, 1 minute. Playing after beat is the call, interfering with gameplay. So therefore, the goal would be no good.
Exactly.
As Guelph is having a penalty here. So the ball will, I believe, go to Edmonton.
I mean, that must be frustrating. Even though we've seen very little of this game, there is something to be said for setting the pace of play. And Edmonton did that with authority right off the bat.
Goal is called no good officially, as expected here.
And Quaffle possession is in the hands of the Edmonton keeper.
So Edmonton here playing one player up with an advantage. Here comes Chris Rad in the center, Michelle Ferguson on the wings, Indiana Nichols. Players doing the pincer, some explosive beater action. Decides to shoot it through the hoops himself, driving right through the middle.
And they set up immediately on defense. The speed on these players, the speed on these players is phenomenal.
This is why I love Quidditch. Every game is different. You saw the last game, a little bit more of a slow game. This game, no breaks, sprinting all day. These teams have worked too hard to just jog lightly.
All right, and now we have number infinity on Guelph Chaser, moving it up the wing. He is beat. He passes across the center. Ball is dropped, but then landed on by number 66, keeper on Guelph. Keeper on Guelph, beat, drops the ball into the hands of Chris Rajowski. Chris Rajowski is beat, and the quaffle now goes into the hands of beater chaser number 36 on Guelph.
There's a bit of a beater battle here. Kelly Mendoza holding the bludger.
Oh, all the bludgers are dropped. All three bludgers are dropped, but they're abandoned as the quaffle moves around behind the hoops. We have a call on the play.
I believe the ball rolled to hard boundary as a turnover. As you saw, all the bludgers dropped momentarily. It looks like Guelph now in possession of both bludgers, number 44 and number 33, I believe.
Well, that's the important thing, right? It's important not to get caught up in that moment. It's the quaffle scores ball, like the quaffle scores goals, not the bludgers, and Edmonton knew that.
Guelph player here, number 4, is in the box for a blue card, technical foul. That's a.
What was the call?
Walking outside the soft boundary.
Technical foul for exiting the pitch. He decided to walk outside of the soft boundary. He said, I don't want to play right now. I just want to take a stroll.
Hey, man, we all need a break sometimes.
So, again, Edmonton playing one player up here, trying to take advantage.
All right, Quaffle in possession of the Edmonton keeper. Edmonton keeper passed across to chaser number 88 on Edmonton, waiting for her beater. Moving up along the wing.
Big handoff!
Handoff to Barassa. Barassa, now number 16 on Edmonton. Passes back to number 88. Unfortunately, she is beat. The quaffle drops and is picked up and held in possession by number 66, keeper on Guelph. Keeper on Guelph moving up, runs it to Barassa, passes it across.
Hands are flying in the air here. The refs are going to call a penalty on something.
Something definitely happened there. There was a lot. That was a lot.
That was a...
That is a yellow card to number 16, Matt Barassa on Edmonton.
What is it, yellow?
It's a yellow card. I believe illegal contact. I believe the shoulder here being shown, the mimery dropping the shoulder. Play has resumed now. All even on the terms of penalties so far, because both teams have one player in the box. The Guelph penalty is just about to expire here. Going to be playing at full strength here. He rejoins the play. Off of Broom.
Chris! The one was off, didn't go off Broom. He didn't go off Broom.
So whistle on the play.
There's a whistle on the play here. The ARs relaying the information. Edmonton says the Guelph player coming out of the box. When you come out of the box from a penalty, you are off Broom. You have to tap in and remount before interacting with play again. The Guelph player rejoined play and then interacted with the ball. Going to see if there's a call on that or a call on something else.
Refs coming over to do some deliberation. I mean, in any such situation like this, the game is going to get heated. Especially with teams that are as hard-hitting as these two.
It looks like a bit of a, the ref's still deliberating here. Quidditch, chaotic to watch, even more chaotic to ref.
Well, that's why we need so many of them, right?
There's a saying in most things, just follow the puck. But in Quidditch, there's multiple balls. There's the quaffle. There are 3 bludgers. Later on, there's a snitch.
Well, that's what makes the game so unique, right? It's multiple mini games interacting simultaneously to bring us the sport of Quidditch.
Number 4, back in the box here on a yellow card.
Failed to sub in properly off broom and tap back in before interacting with play.
His first penalty was a blue card, a technical foul, so it's a non-stacking card, so this still just counts as the first yellow. He's in the box for another minute. He just couldn't stand to say goodbye to us, Mo.
Well, we are very charming, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with us? Barras is enjoying himself hanging out with us right now.
Of course he is. I mean, his jersey says...
Exactly. He wants to hang out a little longer, show off them calves. Classic Barassa.
The famous calves of Matt Barassa.
Infamous.
The ball's passed in front of the Guelph zone. Sat upon, smothered. Control regained here by Guelph.
Yeah. Guelph in possession of the quaffle. Guelph slowly moving it up, waiting for a sub from their beaters. Beaters are now back in. Beater makes a big play right off the bat, deflected by the Edmonton beater.
Number Infinity dishes the ball after the keeper.
Keeper narrowly and seemingly by mistake dodged the bludger.
However, dismounted in the tackle. Matt Barassa back into play. Number 16 sprinting onto the pitch, remounting his broom. Nice beat there from Edmonton, number 7. Edmonton now regaining control of the bludgers. Here comes Matt Barassa, fresh from his stay with us. The pass just a little bit too high for number 88.
Guelph now in possession of the quaffle. Guelph keeper number 66 in possession of the quaffle. Slowly moving it up.
Number 4 back in play. Rejoining play correctly this time.
And now they're moving up. They've squatted up. Now they're moving up.
Despite how explosive this game started off, it's still rather low scoring. Both teams here with some ferocity, with some aggression.
I mean, I do truly feel like Guelph is coming at this.
Nice stop there from the keeper.
Perhaps feeling more aggressive than usual.
Using his size there as the keeper from Edmonton, puts his hand up, deftly deflecting the ball here. Looking for a play. Nice hit here from Infinity, taking down the keeper. He's beaten, sent back.
Neither of these teams are wary of going into the opponent's zone. That's just how it is. They're ready. They are ready to move into that zone.
Chris Radusky with the fake handoff.
Oh!
Big swat from number 4.
Number 4 with the smackdown. We have a whistle. Calling for the refs. Chris Rat, he took the opportunity. Number 36 on Edmonton, moving around the side, moving to score. And, I mean, I guess that's why they were waiting for number 4 to get back in the game. That swat, though. But you're right, the game is still fairly low scoring.
It's
right now, it's 30-0.
In favor of Edmonton here.
I mean, Guelph, from what we're seeing, from what I'm seeing anyway, seems to be a bit on defense throughout this match. Edmonton's fast, and they're using that to their advantage. Oh, wow.
Is it? Can it be? Is number 4 rejoining us?
Is he joining us? It's been so long.
I think he just wants to volunteer. He just he came here. He said, "I want to be a scorekeeper."
He tried this Quidditch thing. Decided, I mean, not necessarily where he wants to be. The volunteer booth.
Apparently, hitting the ball out of bounds is the call here. Another card.
I mean, cost-benefit analysis, right? He stopped the goal. The swat was spectacular.
It looked pretty. That's all that really counts in my book.
So pretty, he got to take a little break.
He's rewarded, really. There's a goal for Edmonton. That puts number 4 back in play. I would assume that means that was a blue card. If it was yellow, he would be out. So 2 blues and a yellow here for number 4.
All right, so the Quaffle is back in possession of Guelph. Nice, easy pass across to Barassa. Barassa just popped it in there.
Some good beater play happening in the middle of the pitch. The Chasers looking to take advantage.
Oh. Beater number 73 on Guelph ran up into the Edmonton zone and just took back bludger superiority right there. One-man army.
One-man army indeed. Stoppage of play again here. Piece of urban tumbleweed now entering the pitch. A plastic bag
Urban tumbleweed.
rolling through the green. Assistant ref says, no plastic on my field. Scoops him up deftly.
I mean, you never want random things on the pitch, right?
I know, that's the problem with towels.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes a towel can get dislodged.
And when it does, it can become a dangerous and even lethal piece of equipment.
Potentially lethal. Towels. Number 8 from Guelph is joining us now in the box. This may be part of a strategy. Guelph is just used to playing one person down. They say we can do this with 5 players.
It's like one-handed push-ups.
Yeah. Guelph is actually just doing one-handed push-ups today.
Exactly.
And still in it. Very impressively so. So number 8 from Guelph now in the box with a yellow card. That's 1 minute in the box or until Edmonton scores. Whichever comes first.
I feel like we're very much seeing what you said. It's East versus West. They're not used to playing against the other team's style. And so a period of adjustment is to be expected.
I feel that's wildly accurate. Here you see 36 there, Chris Radulski behind the nets, but the pass is a little wide. Scooped up there by the keeper. Quickly beat. Here's a turnover.
Oh, ball is stripped. Chris Radulski, number 36 in Edmonton, strips the ball from the Guelph chaser, making his way along the wings, followed up by the keeper.
The pass across on the knees, gets up again. Looking for the
Scrapping
ball.
for the waffle. Oh, man. Oh, okay. There, and now the Guelph beater comes in for cleanup.
Edmonton is sent packing.
8, you've got 20 seconds.
Chris Radulski, number 36 on Edmonton, strips the ball from the Guelph chaser, runs around the wings, passes it across to the far left hoop. I mean, left from our perspective anyway.
Fabulous show of athleticism.
Chaser power slides into catching that and attempting to score. Unfortunately, it did not connect.
I'm pretty sure that means he's in a hair metal band. That slide was too good.
It has to be. I mean, I wish I tried to do that once at a conference. I ripped my pants. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good scene.
Not a good look.
No.
There's another stoppage here. The refs discussing something. Maybe they just want to talk about the weather.
There's been a lot of stoppages.
Yeah, they've had, what, 5? Yeah, 5.
So yeah, as we're seeing, there's a big level of ferocity here on both teams. We weren't sure, at least I wasn't sure, what to expect coming in watching the Edmonton team, how they would deal with the Guelph team, how Guelph would deal with Edmonton. In some ways, I'd even say maybe Edmonton has a bit of an advantage, knowing they have some of the players here from the East. Chris Radulski, captain here, has played some tenure in the East, as is Michelle Ferguson. Matt Brasta transferred here as well. So they are familiar with the Eastern style of play, maybe more so than Guelph would be familiar with their style of play.
I also do think that we're seeing just like almost like fundamentally different playing styles right now. I mean, Guelph is used to facing teams that come in. They come in hard, they come in physical, they hit hard, but there's a level of speed that Edmonton is bringing to this game that even being from the East, even having been at Eastern Regionals, the speed on these players is phenomenal. And it's obvious that Guelph is still trying to adjust to what they're seeing from Edmonton here.
So we'll see what happens now when the play restarts.
Absolutely.
What's in the sports drink in Edmonton? What's in the water? Here comes Guelph looking to counter. 7-7-7. The winner of the slot machines.
Pass
Deep pass in.
to number 7. And Guelph is on the board.
On the board.
That's Guelph keeper number 777. Drove right up through the middle. Then we had a fantastic play from beater number 73 on Guelph, coming right up to the hoops to beat out some of the chasers just in time for the Guelph keeper number 777 to pass behind the hoops for an easy pop through the middle hoop.
The score is now 40-10 in favor of Edmonton. Still anybody's game at this point. Still within stitch range. Still early on. An errant pass there, unlike usually you see here from Edmonton. Definitely handled though by number 12. Perfect specimen of humanity, Indiana Nickel.
Quick pump fake, pass across, behind. Oh, and it's a goal!
That goal was almost as beautiful as Indiana Nickel himself.
Little right there, little like, high five there going in after that one, because it was beautiful. I mean, the passes from Edmonton have been clean all day.
Very quick, very clean.
I think I've literally just seen one fumble.
Yes, that was the first drop pass, and even then they picked it up and managed to score.
And they responded in kind.
Here comes the keeper, number 777, hands it off to number 8. Still in control here is number 8.
Guelph,
A long
easy
ball
pass
in,
across.
but is beat.
And then possession is held by keeper number 34 on Edmonton. Slowly ramping up speed. They're getting ready. He's waiting for his beater to come join him. Passes across to Indiana Nickel, number 12 on Edmonton. Drives along the wing, drives along the wing. Ooh!
Big move there. Nice windmill. Passes across to the center.
Passes back behind. Number 29, Chaser on Edmonton still in possession.
Great passing play here. Edmonton trying to create some motion, trying to pass the ball around. Sometimes you see teams just drive, do one pass. But this team, everyone is part of this team. They're using every player on the pitch here.
I mean, Edmonton's versatile. We're seeing a lot of that versatility. They can drive, they can pass. Their beater play is strong.
As you saw in some of I feel like so far we've seen both teams here. I would say comparatively so to some other Quidditch teams I've seen play as teams. Like, this is a full squad on both sides. Guelph is playing as a full team. Edmonton's playing as a team. It's not really, some star player work. Here was a lovely handoff from 12. That was Indiana Nickel to Barassa. Then to the keeper. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but you're doing a fine job.
Oh, unfortunate. No, but you're right. You're right. The connectivity between these players is something that we do not always see.
Big smother there. Number 22, playing chaser here, often plays keeper, I believe, on Royal City, so she knows her way around her own hoops. Good smother there, stopping that offensive drive.
All right, and now qualified possession held by Chaser X. Chaser X moving in behind his beater, using his beater to create a lane. He's pushing along the wing, driving along the wing, gets beat. Quaffle is dropped, and now picked up by Edmonton Chaser number 29. Edmonton Chaser 29 passes across to keeper number 14, I believe, on Edmonton, who waits for a few quick subs and the rest of his squad to form up around him. I mean, they're not even fully waiting.
Making the call here. Two sizable chasers up top. Denver Staines eyeing up Matt Barassa here, looking for the hit. Nice pass into the zone. However, the Guelph defense is able to intercept. Work with your beaters is the call from the Guelph coach. Pacing along the sidelines.
Nice pass across. He's driving up. Ball is stripped. Off Bruin.
Ball is stripped. Matt Barassa using his powerful calves to run all the way down the pitch. However, he's too fast. The ball is not there yet.
Oh,
Big strip
wow.
here from the Guelph player.
That's a whistle, though. That's a whistle on the play.
A bludger is...
an errant bludger.
An errant bludger has come to say hello.
But no, that's a whistle, right? It wasn't just necessarily a strip. It was a slap. There was a hard slap to that ball, and a slap so hard it kind of, unseated. I mean, it literally unseated the Edmonton keeper.
Unseated him. Unuprighted. He was unuprighted.
He unbroomed him. Wow.
Discussing here whether or not, in fact, that is allowed.
I mean, the Edmonton keeper looks a bit frustrated. He might need a towel to wipe off all that salt.
Here comes
deliberation from the refs. A little bit of deliberation. They're deciding, something to do with that play.
Maybe it was whether or not he came from behind, initiating contact, or if it was a swat.
Did he hit the ball?
Did he hit the player? Both players here, all the teams here, all the players here, both teams I should say, still explosive.
And the game is getting more heated. We are seeing the game get more heated over time as it continues. Right now, the teams are increasing their intensity because while the game is close, no one's out of this game.
No one's out of this game yet. It's still anybody's game. Edmonton in the lead. The clock is running still early on. Snitch nowhere in sight.
So then here's the question, right? When that snitch gets on the pitch, will it be the physicality of Guelph or the sheer speed of Edmonton that holds the day?
We'll see how that plays out. So no card, I believe, is being shown here. Just a quick little break. Ball is in possession of Guelph.
Number 76 driving up.
Nice windmill, and he throws it in through the hoops. AR hands up in the air.
That was taking advantage, and you can see the intensity and the cheering from the Guelph squad.
The Guelph Griffins are roaring on the sidelines.
Do Griffins roar?
I don't know. Are they? They're not real animals.
No, but wouldn't they caw?
That doesn't sound very menacing. The Griffins are cawing.
What sound does an eagle make?
I don't know. They roar. If it's a sports team. They're calling a timeout here. Captain Chris Radujewski using his timeout here on that last goal.
This is the first time out of the game, and I think it's necessary, right? Because again, Guelph is adapting. Those quick-fire goals that Edmonton popped off right at the beginning, we've seen that quite literally slow down. They have the drives, they have the maneuvers, but Guelph is responding. Guelph is adapting, and effectively.
A fantastically, I would say, a very good time to use this timeout, tactically speaking. As you said, Edmonton was clearly in control in the beginning of the game. The score was in their favor. Now they've seen that Guelph is adapting. As you said, that's the marker of a good team, to know when your playstyle isn't working against a certain team and change. So they've successfully done so, at least on 2 occasions, and now they know their defense can be broken. So here's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reorganize, try to see how they can shape. Let's see what Guelph can take out of this timeout as well, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And they seem about ready to do that. They're making their cheers. The thing is, and what Guelph's doing very impressively, they're not trying to copy Edmonton style.
No, they're playing
using
their
own method. They're just adapting it, being more prepared for those fast drives, and are ready to respond in kind when the opportunity presents itself, as we saw right there with number 76. Driving in hard, scoring that goal, bringing the score now to 50-20 in favor of Edmonton.
Time up is done. The players are back on the pitch now.
And here we go.
Here we see what can happen after that quick regroup from the captains.
Cheers from both sides. Both teams seem in good spirits. 1, 2, 3 Griffins, baby. Let's go.
So, let's see how this shakes out for everybody. 50-20 is the score in favor of Edmonton. The Aurors in white.
Players have remounted their brooms. The quaffle right now is held by keeper number 14 on Edmonton. The man we just saw gets literally slapped to the ground. Was that Denver? Was that Denver Saints?
I don't know that it was. Here comes Edmonton. Slightly slower pace than we're used to here. Slow balling, following the beaters into play. Clearing a lane is 23 Kaylee Mendoza. Goes for the drive. Denver Staines with a big swat.
Big swat right there.
Huge vertical there. What reach. The pass back into the middle of the pitch here.
But possession was retained by Edmonton, but there seems to be a call of some kind on the play.
Or a stoppage. It looks like an injury stoppage. This player, however, able to jog off the pitch. That's always, you always want to see no one getting hurt too bad. But it's going to be a quick sub here, a chaser sub for Guelph due to some injury. Play about to restart again here. Edmonton still in possession of the quaffle.
Quaffle in possession.
Deep in the zone. Number 88, all by herself, looks to reset the ball.
She resets it, passes it back to Barassa, number 16 on Edmonton, who's looking to make a play. They're using their beaters to great effect, moving the beaters up. Beaters are making strategic beats, clearing a lane, or so they hope, for Barassa to drive in. And we see that drive towards the wing. He is stopped by Denver. He bumps into him, hits that stone wall right there, and yet manages to score the quaffle.
Good goal here is being called.
Little conversation happening between head ref Austin Wallace and Denver, but the play is resuming. No card on play.
That last goal there by Matt Barassa. He brought the pain and or the pie. Your choice.
Keeper number 1, Denver Staines, is ready. He's looking for an opportunity. Letting his beaters clear lane, driving center. Pass across, but he is swatted down by keeper number 14 on Edmonton. Passes it back to Barassa and takes himself a quick sub. But Barassa's not waiting. Chaser number 16 on Edmonton, driving up the side.
Here comes Guelph, number X.
Turnover. He's held out by the beaters. He tosses it.
Very close. Weather vaned out, though. Great defense here from Edmonton. It was a breakaway situation. The beater quickly able to get back in there.
You got to give a nod to beater number 87 there. I mean, he saw the turnover happen, and he was ready for it. He was there. He came back, and just by merit of the threat of his bludger, he stopped that goal from happening. Recalibration taking place here. Chris Radujewski moving the quaffle on back.
Some aggressive discussions happening on the sidelines here. about possessions of...
Oh! Okay, there's a question regarding that goal, but I mean, if it was good, what a throw.
The keeper from Edmonton calling to his captain, Christopher, did I do the right thing?
Did I do the right thing?
Isn't that the question we all ask of ourselves?
I mean, every time we play Quidditch, definitely. Am I doing the right thing?
I mean, just in life, generally. Am I doing the right thing? Chris Radujski, as good on the pitch as off pitch, as a life coach.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I usually just commit to whatever decision I've made and assume it's the right thing. And then, I mean, you hope for the best afterwards, right? But, like, whatever.
The goal ref dribbling the quaffle currently.
Number Infinity on Guelph taking the opportunity. Take a little breather. Take a seat on the pitch.
Take a little sit down when you can.
As the refs deliberate whether or not that Chaser did the right thing.
I'm not quite sure exactly what the call here is on
Nor
this
me.
play. Or what the confusion is. I did see, like, immediately after this play, both teams reacted wildly differently. So,
I mean, I almost want the goal to be good because it was such a good throw. I don't think I can throw that accurately.
this is why we're not refs, because we would just award things for style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even
All
if the
style
ball's
points.
nowhere near the net, if you did a bicycle kick, I'm giving you the 10 points.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I might even give you 12 points just to make things a little bit more interesting.
50 points, says our camera operator.
50 points per bicycle kick.
Bicycle kicks are 50. The snitch is only 30. Doesn't matter anymore. Bicycle kicks all day.
Not the number ID.
Even for the beaters, style points, man. I think
If you can bicycle kick beat somebody, that
Yeah,
person's
that would be
they're
the
out
most
for the rest of the
impressive
game.
things.
I'm pretty sure they're just out.
I-
They
I-
don't tap back in. Once that
I
happens.
actually feel like if you bicycle kick someone with the bludger, not just bicycle kick someone, but bicycle kick the
If you bicycle kick someone, you're out. That's definitely a penalty.
But if you bicycle kick the bludger into someone, I feel like you just caught the snitch. Like it's done. It's over.
The game is
now.
over. You can't come back from that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's coming into Rulebook 11, I'm sure.
Bicycle kicks for days.
The bicycle kick, the Mo bicycle kick rule.
I'm still always hoping whenever I see beaters at the hoops and the quaffle coming up for someone to beat a quaffle out of the air. I did it once, like
You
4
did
years
it,
ago.
You did it once 4 years ago, and you would never let it die.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. That was literally the most glorious moment of my Quidditch career.
Nay, his entire life.
Absolutely. I won't even argue that.
I think it was a beat. Like,
Siraj, we're going to be like 80 sitting there
Yeah.
drinking coffee. And it's going to be like, I remember back in the day, back in my days.
Back in my days when you could wear towels. Apparently there's no call. It was just a nice breather for everybody. Here comes Denver Staines.
Oh, he's driving right in the middle.
He takes a beat, though, I believe, or maybe not.
Guelph still in possession of the
Vicious
quaffle.
beat from number 5 on Guelph, playing deep into the opponent's keeper zone here. Trying to clear up.
Scrum happening over the quaffle, but no.
Guelph deciding whether or not they want to pull back or not.
The quaffle is retained
Under the legs,
by
through the
Edmonton
legs
keeper.
of Edmonton beater there. I believe that's Brent Warwick.
Okay, Edmonton keeper number 34 moving the quaffle up. Pass it to Chris Rajewski. Back to number 34.
Nice little kick there from Guelph.
Retains possession of the quaffle in spite of the attempted beats. Passes across to number 19, who unfortunately both fumbles it and
Loses their broom.
loses their broom. I mean, it happens to all of us.
We've all dismounted in an opportune moment.
Okay, quaffle is now retained by Guelph. That's Guelph keeper Denver Staines with the quaffle.
Denver Staines walking up the pitch, being yelled at to slow the play down.
Waiting for an opportunity for his beaters, but he
Waits for the
drives up.
opportunity. Here's the drive. Here's the beat to the face.
Chris Rajewski.
all by himself. Can Denver tap in time? He cannot. Look at that flow dough.
Number
that
36.
hair.
He has fantastic hair.
He does.
I did like the part where he ran all the way up towards the far left hoop, then decided, nah, I like the right more. Juked around nobody, and then just casually dunked it.
I mean, Denver was there. He had tapped back in. If he went for the middle or the right, there could have been a dramatic block there.
is a
Wise
fair point.
decision
Fair
to go
point.
for the far hoop. Here comes 36 for Guelph. Throwing it into the zone. Deftly handled.
by keeper number 14 on Edmonton. Keeper number 14, they're doing some quick beater subs. He's walking it up. Conversation with chaser number 16, Matt Barassa. Beater's back, and they seem about ready to go. There's the nod. There's the point.
He says overload. Maybe not. Nice work there from the Guelph beaters. Not getting distracted.
Easy pass across into the field. Picked up by keeper number 16.
Big turnover there, but an even bigger beat. Edmonton's 89, I believe it's Brent Warwick. Nice beat to shut down that turnover, that drive.
From behind, too. From behind on top of it. All right.
Currently sitting at 20-70, I believe.
Quaffle is now in possession of Edmonton.
So we'll have to see some defensive seeking from on the part of Guelph here.
I think
they are no longer in range.
I think that's another point to Edmonton right there.
20-80, pulling away is Edmonton. So we'll probably see some defensive seeking on 16:30. We're sitting at about 16 and a half minutes. The snitch is ready to go.
Raring to go, even.
Raring to go.
All right.
Got that yellow jersey, got those yellow gloves, ready to go.
I mean, this is a challenge for Guelph now, right? They need to bring it back. They need to bring it back within range.
Long beat. Oh, nice.
Oh, attempted goal right into the hands of the Edmonton keeper. Edmonton keeper number 14 running it up the pitch.
Gets stripped.
Stripped. Guelph driving up, number 66 keeper.
Driving straight through.
And it's a goal. That's a goal. One-man army bulldozes through the Edmonton Chasers to stuff it in the far right hoop.
The entire Chaser line, all of the defense.
Oh, and now we see the Seekers getting ready. They're getting ready to mount their brooms.
I believe there's a stoppage of play here for a broken hoop. That goal was so good, the hoop just gave up.
I mean, it was a monster play.
The hoop is scared now. The hoop doesn't want to be part of this game.
No, it was a monster play, right? It was a monster play. There was the turnover, there was the beat, and then he had it, and he just bulldozed right through and stuffed it.
The Seekers were here. They were ready to go. Well, we'll have a quick sub for the hoop. The hoop needs a sub.
Hoop needs a sub. I mean, at Eastern Regionals, this got all too real. I think we had like 3 or 4 Franken hoops. By the end of it, had to close down one pitch completely due to broken hoops.
No, those are there. I'm pretty sure we talked about that.
I mean, unsung heroes of Quidditch, the hoops.
And the people who make the hoops.
And the people who make the hoops. I mean, they're okay. The hoops, though, they're standing there at attention, waiting for us.
Oh, no, those are...
No card on the play, just a hoop down. Valhalla and/or QC exec, whichever hat she's wearing today, Nina Patty, to the rescue with a new hoop.
Even looks like a Franken hoop. The bottom pole is a different color.
The hoop has been restored. They've got a good substitute in here. This hoop looks ready to go. Itching for it.
Raring to go. Substitute.
If the hoop gets beat, what does it touch? Where does it just lean over to the next hoop? I guess so. Yes. Yes, says the Seeker from Edmonton.
17.
Sitting at just about 17 minutes. The Snitch is on the pitch. Snitch is waiting to go. Seekers are ready to go. Lovely piece of Seeker headbanding. The Guelph Seeker, his headband has stitched into it, be a hero.
Well, we'll see if he will be a hero in this game.
See what you did there.
It was very subtle.
Very, very. I don't know if anyone would have picked that up.
I don't think so.
It's a wink, nudge, nudge kind of deal.
Yeah.
The Snitch over there. Sing of no relation.
Sing of no relation. All right. Things are getting back underway. Quaffle in possession of keeper number 14. Keeper number 14 passes across to Barassa, number 16, Chaser on Edmonton. Passes back to keeper number 14, looking for a lane, looking for an opportunity, using his beaters to his advantage.
Nice pass out to the side.
Quaffle still in possession of Edmonton. Quaffle dropped.
Loose. Pop back out. Michelle Ferguson to Indiana Nickel with the slam.
Oh, dodges a beat and pops it right through the center hoop. And the Seekers are released.
Great goal there. Lovely slam dunk.
Nice easy
great piece
beat.
of passing.
Nice easy beat from beater number 23, putting the Guelph Seeker at a disadvantage, giving the Edmonton Seeker some alone time with the Snitch.
Because isn't that what we all want? Just some alone time.
I mean, that's what I want. Unfortunately, I don't play anymore.
Here comes Denver Staines. Half man, half truck. Beasts through, drops the ball. Here comes the quaffle, just loose now.
Optimus Staines tapping back in.
Number 11 here with possession. Looking for the play. Passing it up.
In seeker
Eric
play.
pass. Here comes number 12, the most beautiful man on the planet, some have said. Behind the hoops. Is almost stripped. Manages to regain possession. The Edmonton Chasers setting up around the hoops here.
Passes across to keeper number 34, who does not deflect the bludger, is beat. Quaffle is now in possession of Guelph Chaser. Guelph Chaser looking around for support. Meanwhile, in seeker play,
Guelph's hero, number Infinity, doing his job. The Snitch doing his job, keeping Edmonton at bay. There's a little bit of a cuddle puddle in the middle of the pile here.
I mean, in terms of seeker play, similarly to what we saw in the last game, we have a situation where one team is out of range, which means that Guelph right now will need to do everything they can to ensure that they do not let Edmonton catch that snitch.
And again, that puts them at a disadvantage, because if the beaters are focused on the seeker here because they don't want them to end the game, they're taken out of the quaffle play, which will allow Edmonton to ramp up the score. Here comes Guelph in possession with the ball in their own zone. Slowly walking it up here. Organizing their defense is the Edmonton keeper.
Beater battle happening right around the snitch here, as both take the opportunity and try to make sure the other seeker is out of play.
One of my favorite faces in Quidditch is the from a seeker who knows they're about to get beat. And they're like, do I just turn around right now? Just don't throw the bludger, it's fine. That resigned look.
The look of infinite disappointment.
Some stiff arm action, seeker on seeker.
Ooh.
Athletic dive there from number 1. Unfortunately, the fingers tickling of the snitch ball.
Meanwhile, in chaser play, Chris Rajowski attempts a run around the wing, passes to Barassa, who's stopped in the center.
Scooped up by the Guelph keeper.
Guelph keeper number 777 waiting for a squad to form up, looking for an opportunity. He's slowly jogging it up the wing. Point chaser Matt Barras on Edmonton tries to stop him. The pass goes right into the hands of chaser number 36, Chris Rajowski, who gets beat at half. Turning the quaffle over into the hands of chaser number 7 on Guelph. Chaser number 7 on Guelph, wary of the Edmonton beater, waiting for his beater.
Big windmill beat from 73. Gives Guelph an opportunity for the drive.
However, hold on. The snitch may have been caught by the Edmonton seeker. Edmonton seeker may have caught the snitch. I mean, this is a split, right? Quaffle plays happening. Guelph is looking to ramp up the score, and at the same time, that seeker is still pushing, still driving. And I mean, we saw his diving. That man is agile.
I believe this is a quick sub. This is a fresh seeker.
Bit of deliberation.
It's Indiana Nickel. Indy, I love you. The call from the bench.
Is that Indiana Nickel playing seeker?
I believe it is. My heart. Be still. Be still, my beating heart.
Then I wouldn't even be surprised if the call was good.
Austin Wallace walking.
Snitch catch was good. That is the snitch caught by Indiana Nickel.
Perfect specimen of humanity, proving once again that he's beautiful on the inside and out. Edmonton here with the snitch catch, with the victory. Final score 120-30.
And as usual, we see fantastic sportsmanship from the Quidditch teams themselves. As they move across, give hugs, shake hands. Some of these people know each other. They've played together. I mean, this was a match for the ages. We saw two very, very different playing styles. The physicality and the slow momentum of the Guelph team matching up against the quick speed, the agility, and the drive that Edmonton used to their advantage right off the bat at the beginning, and to their advantage to retain that advantage at the end.
Accurate. It was for the first big East v West match you've seen on the live stream today. I believe coming up, I see Valhalla warming up on this side. That means there's going to be another East v West matchup coming up after this.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm excited. This was fantastic.
I'm totally not biased at all.
My name is Mo Waja.
My name's Suraj Singh.
You stay classy, QC Nationals.
Yo.